My name's Grady Howe. I'm a senior this year. I was on the men's soccer team at UCLA.
Okay. Tell me what you've seen God do in the past couple years, the last couple years of your involvement in BVL, Athletes in Action.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing was just learning how to build relationships with players. First thing that comes to mind is it took a long time. So I really wanted to make my team in ministry, and there's a few guys on my team that I think the Lord put on my heart, and we had to love them well. We had to gain their trust because at UCLA, guys kind of have a guard up. But over time, the Lord softened their hearts, and you saw like unbelievable involvement from a lot of my teammates, guys who you would never think, guys who were like kind of the last on the list, or even guys who initially were kind of had a guard up, challenging them now to take hold of their own ministry. So just on my team, there's been a lot. We could talk for days about everything that's going on in UCLA, but it's really encouraging to see guys kind of step into something that, had Athletes in Action, had Andrew not been here, they would have never been exposed to.
Tell me, how have I helped you grow in life and faith?
I never realized how important it was to have a spiritual father in my life before coming to UCLA. Someone who's going to challenge me and keep me accountable, because the fact of the matter is, especially in sport, it's distracting. Your mind, your heart begins to wander, and I could speak for days about what a blessing it was to have Andrew in my life, but just having someone who was committed to helping me grow, to helping me keep my eyes fixed on the Lord, was something that was invaluable and something I'm going to have in my life for the rest of my life. Whether it's Andrew or I move away, I grew exponentially because of Andrew's love for me and his desire for me to love Jesus more. I think there were guys on my team who heard the gospel like once or twice a week because of Andrew just challenging me to give him opportunities, whether it was team chapel or Bible study or inviting him to Athletes in Action. It was incredible. So I definitely learned like tools that I can use from here on out to make my vocation my ministry, to use my vocation to reach lost people. I think the world needs lawyers and doctors and professional athletes, college athletes, who are Christians. Not everyone's called into ministry. And I can take that and use that now. That's the biggest thing. Spiritual disciplines is probably the next biggest thing. Just spending time with Jesus. I think Andrew just highlights to me how important that was to develop a relationship with the Lord, and not necessarily going down, bending on two knees and just praying. Talking with God, because He's my friend. Jesus is my friend. He's my shepherd, He's my counselor, He's my Lord, but He's my friend too. And so I fell in love with Jesus more because Andrew is in my life.
Why should people get involved with Team Eppes or just funding the ministry here?
Because I believe the Great Commission is going forward. It's not the great suggestion. It's not the great, it's the Great Commission. It says, go and make disciples of all nations. And that's what's happening at UCLA. Andrew is reaching lost student athletes whose identity is wrapped up in sport and lives are being changed. Well, at the end of the day, what could be more valuable than that? I mean, you're tangibly contributing to something incredible. I challenge you to pray into that because I was just talking to a girl today who gave her life to the Lord, and her life turned around. I mean, I don't think you can really understand the student-athlete life in college unless you live it, but I can tell you that it's heavy, it's hard, and unless you have someone pouring into you, and unless you have, Jesus can do anything, but a guy like Andrew who can point people towards Jesus will change their life, and that's the short of it, and that's really what's happened on campus.
Good, dude. Anything else you want to add?
Andrew was my best friend at UCLA. I'm dead serious. Andrew's my best friend at UCLA.
Oh, that's good, dude. Cool. Awesome, man. Well, it's mutual.